right, here we go. Hello, everybody. It's been a long time. Finally, back to the usual video. No more Girl Jordan exposing videos. No more Jason Jacoby videos. Only us, and we are here. Hello, everybody. How are you? Welcome to Wassup With NASCAR. So today, we are going to be discussing what happened at Atlanta and at Mid-Ohio. So just before we start today's stream, I just want to give a couple of shout outs here in the shout out garage. So here we go. The first shout out is going to go directly to Dora Dolphin, who you might recognize as Lenny Loud in the live action A Loud House Christmas. And the reason why I'm adding her is because yesterday, me and her were like sharing comments back and forth in between some of our posts and some of the comment section of our posts and some Instagram stories and all of that. And all I have to say, Dora, is that you keep your work going. You have a pretty good future. I can't wait to see you back in another Loud House live action project, which is going to be the live action series, and in some other movies in the future. You're only 19 years old, but I know you're going to be having a successful life. And I also like your TikToks also. I like your TikToks. I might leave a link to my TikTok over here. Next one is going to go to Darian Gilliam, who you might know as Black Flags Matter. The reason why I'm in her, why I'm in him, is because we, well, I didn't mention him, but I posted him on the shoutout list that I was gonna make here on this video. So I made a shoutout list on my Instagram, basically saying that, saying what people I'm gonna be shouting out and which other people I was gonna be adding in as well. So yeah, thank you, welcome to the Shadow Garage. Also, I'm going to be shouting out Anthony. So the reason why I'm adding Anthony is because we have been playing ever since like 2016 NASCAR 15 Victory Edition a lot, and wanna say thank you to Anthony for the Oh my gosh. Something went wrong with my microphone. Okay. So the first episode of this thing, I'm giving shout outs. I already gave one to Dora. I gave one to Darian. And I'm giving one to Anthony, and the microphone just decides to die. What a way to start off this amazing new series. Oh, and I need to get the fan over here. Thank you, fan. Oh, shit. No, not like that. Not like that. Everything is going wrong with me today. Anyway, so like I said, the reason why I'm adding Anthony is because we played like a lot of NASCAR 15 Victory Edition back in the day. I was probably around like oh my goodness, like 13 or 14 years old when we played it, and he still does some NASCAR content nowadays, but he has changed it to Fortnite and to some WWE, which I really find pretty good. And the other shout out that I'm going to give is to Jacob Reviews 05, which the reason why I'm in him is because he has been a pretty good friend for me in on the Instagram landscape and on everything that has to do with the Loud House community. So he has helped me there. And we are also going to give one more shout out. And I forgot to add this one. So I'm probably going to add it right now. So there it is. So there it is, Jacob. I'm going to add him there. So now the next and final shout out is going to go to the Fanta Cup series. Now, if you don't know what it is, I'm basically in that server, and everyone in the community is so great. There might be some loud crowds over here and stuff, but don't worry, it's nothing to worry about. It's everything's going nice and smoothly. So, want to thank you all, everyone in the Fanta Cup community, and of course, there'll be a link to their Discord server in the description. I might start a Discord server, I don't know, but yeah, they'll be like that. So, anyways, on with the fun. So, the first part that we're going to be reviewing is actually the Camping World Truck Series at Mid-Ohio. This is a pretty very spontaneous change. We're gonna watch the highlights very soon. But anyways, what I'm trying to say here is it's a very humongous change because we never have the truck series in places like Mid Ohio. But now that NASCAR is starting to get a little more cocky with their schedules, we haven't seen a sneak peek or anything about the 2023 schedule. But the only thing we do know is that the Daytona 500 is going to stay the same, and of course, the Clash is going to be back at the Coliseum, which might angry some fans, might like some fans. So it might be kind of a part of the boat, but at the same time, I don't want this to like cause any drama or controversy or a lot of things. But yeah, that's basically what it's going to be. So, anyways, on with the NASCAR Camping World Truck Series at Mid Ohio. So here we go. We are just about ready to start this one, and there we are, underway from Mid Ohio. This is the highlights because I didn't watch the race, so we already see here him gaining a pretty good lead. Parker Kligerman second. What a nice guy, Parker Kligerman, running the truck series. Well, we did see some sneak peeks of it. So everyone in the first corner was pretty good and fine, of course. Although John Hunter Nemechek looked a little questionable trying to go through the outside of that corner. I played this track at NASCAR Heat 5, and I can basically say that this track is like pure heaven's sake, pretty difficult. So this was you just skip ahead. So anyways, this is what happened during the first stage. The first stage was 20 laps, and here is a movement that Parker Kligerman made for the lead. He was trying to go through the high side, almost sending him into the grass, but no movement at all. And there is the final lap. So we see Ekis trying to get blocky and all, but it's not going to work. As of course, Parker Kligerman, pretty good man, he gets the first win of the stage. First win of a stage in here. Saint Smith, one of the favorites for the championship, finishes second. Here was the clip from the second stage, the final lap of the second stage. So a pretty good battle between what is basically every Truck Series' fanboy, Saint Smith, against Parker. And we see they're battling pretty good. They're pretty clean. They were pretty clean in that corner. Not gonna lie, it's very difficult to find like clean racing like this in the NASCAR Truck Series nowadays. But now it's starting to kick in. There it is. Saint Smith picks the nose up, and then they go into the corner, and it looks like Parker Kligerman has the advantage. But we're gonna be finding that out as they both come to the stripe. Oh, into that little hill. Oh my god. In NASCAR Heat 5, I have that hill very horribly. So there it is. Saint Smith gets the advantage, just gets in front of Parker Kligerman as they are approaching slowly and steady. So there it is. We just cut right ahead to the final couple of corners. He was doing pretty good. And on to the final two. And Saint Smith is the stage 2 winner. Congratulations to Saint Smith. Parker Kligerman in second. So not bad for Parker after winning the first stage. And that was one of the first cautions. So with 17 laps to go, Justin Marks, one of the founders of Trackhouse Racing along with Pitbull, crashed into the wall. And there is the safety crew. So we're going to see what happens. So here we see him trying to approach the corner. He was going to full speed. He brakes and he can't brake in time. Oh, just avoids that truck, clears the sand pit and into the wall, into the tire barrier, right side first. And yeah, he is okay. That truck was done for. So here are the regular points. And we're going to get to this regular points between Sane, Chandler, John Hunter, and Stewart in about a couple of minutes when we get to the point standings. But for now, this is what happened. And there is a caution, big pile up into the corner. Doesn't seem pretty bad. But yes, one consistency here. Inconsistency from NASCAR is that they don't throw the caution at that moment when the spin occurred. They usually just threw yellow flags during the sections, but they eventually did throw the caution. So anyways, he was with 8 laps to go. Parker Kligerman was enjoying a pretty good lead. Then we go 3 wide into the corner. You cannot do that. Just imagine going like very crazy. I mean, I know that in Formula One, they go extreme 3 wide when they're approaching the first turn, but it's only in lights out. Like I don't even think that for a restart they would do that. Not even for the win. So, anyways, he was 1 lap ahead. So this was 7 laps to go. So a pretty good fight between Haim and Kligerman, and also with Shane Smith. But there it is, Haim just losing the power. So yeah, there it is. He lost the power. Apparently, he just broke an engine or something. So Corey Haim, tough luck for him. And there was the restart with 3 laps to go. So there's Shane Smith trying to cover himself from a huge brigade of trucks that wants him. And of course, we see Parker Kligerman trying to get into his inside, but nope. Shane blocks as the great fanboy that he is in this thing. And also, hello, Mr. Last NASCAR fan. How are you today? It's been a very long time since we saw each other, and we're probably going to be seeing him in the show later on. But here is the move that Parker Kligerman makes. 2 laps to go. This is for the race victory. So Flagman will drop the white flag here. He drops the white flag, and there it is, a pretty good block and aggressive from Parker Kligerman. But Shane Smith has the inside of him in the corners, and as we approach the next set, Shane wants the victory. He does not want to go for a second, but he wants to go with this. And we see a lot of good names in the leaderboard. Hailie Deegan doing a pretty good job wheeling her truck into the top 10. And we see some other drivers here, Hocevar and Friesen in the top 5. So pretty good run for them. Casgrau in the top 10. Pretty good. But anyways, let's focus on this battle. Battle focus. And there it is. Pretty good taste there. A pretty good speed there for Shane Smith when he went into the corner. So for the moment, that is looking like that. And the top 5 currently is Kligerman, Smith, Hocevar, Stuart Friesen, and Ekes. So what we are seeing here over here, pretty good set of fast speed of what we're seeing here. And what I can basically say is that they're driving pretty clean. I mean, what we saw, so there it is, now getting aggressive when they're going into the final corners, but it's not going to be enough. Parker Kligerman, he won stage 1, and he wins the stage 3, and also the money victory. So, okay, that was the very first race. So there, yeah, indeed it has been a pretty long time. So yeah, if you're not familiar with NASCAR fan, he is one of the collaborators that we did in one of the videos. When he appeared, it was back in that video about Jason Jacoby. That was one of the last times that I saw him. So probably in the future, we might bring him back into the show. But I don't know. Let me know if you want to see Last NASCAR fan, aka Maxwell Fay, in the show in the future. So now that we have moved through Mid-Ohio, we're going to take a look at the full results for today's race. I am not going to show the screen of it. So Parker Kligerman was first, Shane Smith second, Carlos Hocevar in third, Stuart Friesen fourth, Christian Ekes in the top 5, and then it was Chandler Smith, Cas Gralla, Derek Kraus, Colby Howard, and Hailie Deegan in the top 10. Of course, we're not going to go through the field, but we're going to see the drivers that did have to abandon. So Massim Philippi had to abandon because of engine issues. Trey Berkeley had to abandon because of a rear gear issue. So that was pretty unfortunate for him. Connor Mosak had to abandon because of a brake failure. Another driver that had to abandon, that didn't abandon, but he managed to finish, was Keno Moreira. And of course, Dylan Lumpton, Justin Marks, Blaine Perkins, Jack Wood had to abandon because of accidents, and Corey Haim had to abandon because of transmission. Another one that had to abandon because of accident, that was Chris Wright, and that was the last driver who abandoned because of an accident. If we want to say one of the most improved drivers over here, I would go with Haley Deegan because she has done a pretty good job wheeling that truck in the top 10. So she becomes the first woman to finish top 10 in the NASCAR Truck Series at a road course. And I know you Earn Crocker fans are going to be pretty mad at that, but it is what it is, okay? So don't blast me to oblivion in the comments below. All right, so now we are going to head up to the Alsco Uniforms 250 at Atlanta. So now we're getting a first taste of Atlanta that we got during the weekend. So here we are, just about to do it. But before we do that, I also want to make an announcement. So now on Fridays, I'm not going to do any NASCAR content videos, but I'm also going to be switching between other sports videos, and this is the reason why. So Liga MX is back. Of course, soccer is back, and also football is about to start. I've talked about that further on in the El Paso Community College EPC Pulse Radio. I'll have a link to that in in a tweet that I'm going to be putting there. So while we wait for that, we're going to go to the Alsco Uniforms 250 at Atlanta. Well, if I can get part of the things that I have here in my bag. Thank you, backpack. So yeah, just came back from Juarez and haven't moved in too much because I still have to unpack a lot of things. So if during this next review I do have to cut because of something, it is because of my pills. So now that we have done this, we are going to watch the highlights for the Alsco Uniforms 250 at Atlanta. So there we are. Green flag in here in a pretty reconfigured Atlanta. It has behaved better with the Cup Series, as we're going to be seeing later on. Let's get rid of that. Disclaimer, I am not sponsored by Shane, although I wish I was. Call me. Only joking. So there it is. 2 and 3 wide race. Some pretty good, fun stuff from this brand new, quote-unquote, Atlanta Super Speedway. It was pretty weird to see the 54 up in the lead, but here we go. Here we are seeing a proper battle as we would see at Daytona or Talladega. This is because of the brand new reconfiguration of Atlanta that has made it pretty heavy. So there is the caution. That was the first caution of the day, and it was because of the 34 spinning. That was Jesse Iwuji. Oh my goodness. So what he did, I think he just spun out by himself, got into the wall there, but he did manage to keep it clean. It was only about like 2 or 3 laps, and we are going to go away because we're going to see some advertising. I hate advertisements. Might want to get some no advertising finishes here. But anyways, we are going back now that the advertisement is gone. I don't want to get copyrighted by those ads. So here we are. The green flag dropped back on, and we are seeing some pretty good battles. And then, of course, we had another caution. And of course, we're here back. So a pretty good battle here between AJ Allmendinger and Josh Berry. Although I do wonder if that could get pretty interesting as the highlights progress. So there it is, AJ Allmendinger now trying to block the 21 car. And I do have to say, this is pretty huge. I mean, Austin Hill has a pretty good talent, but there we go. He has the advantage now over AJ Allmendinger, and with the help of Ty Gibbs, which I don't know why he's here. Now we see on board with Austin Hill, the 21 car, still leading AJ Allmendinger. And now here comes a push from Josh Berry. He gets the outside, pretty good run. Old school Atlanta. So if you don't know, you old school fans of Atlanta, the track used to be like that. You used to get pretty good runs from the outside lane in turn 4, and it led to some awesome moments. So here we are on board with Ty Gibbs. He's in a bit of a sandwich while Noah Gragson is pushing his teammate Josh Berry into the front. So there it is. This is turning like 2001 rules package, and this is the final lap of the stage. So AJ Allmendinger, pretty good pass over here, trying to get the nose in front of Joshy. But no, Ty Gibbs gives him the advantage with that amazing turn 4 run. Of course, again, we are having some pretty good turn 4 runs, and there it is. Josh Berry is the winner of stage numero uno. Oh, got a little Spanish over there. So Josh Berry, Ty Gibbs, AJ Allmendinger, Brendan Brown, amazing run, Brendan Brown, and Noah Gragson were the top 5 in stage 1. So now as we move into stage 2, Sheldon Creed and Brandon Jones leading them to the line. It's pretty surprising to see Brandon Jones in this situation. I mean, I know he races horrible, but hey, at least he's trying. I'm not endorsing him by any means or forms. And now we see a huge chunk of lead as we see AJ Allmendinger with some problems. Oh my goodness. I mean, just seeing AJ Allmendinger with problems just burst laughter at me. I mean, that was weird. I mean, I saw the highlights of this before. And there it is. He gets punted into the wall. Doesn't seem to be cutting a tire at first. So he seems pretty okay. Damage pretty minimal. And now we cut back to lap 29 out of 40 in stage number 2. And we see the number 7 of Justin Allgaier in the front. Of course, Justin Allgaier has been a pretty long staple in this series. And now we are getting very juicy as AJ Allmendinger has made his way back to the front, trying to defend himself from the number 2 car of Sheldon Creed. Doesn't seem to make it. And 2 laps to go. Now Sheldon Creed trying to get stage number 2. There it is. Austin Hill, the guy who has had the best runs over here, getting in front of Brandon Brown. But nope, that is not enough for the lead. You have one more chance in stage 2. Now he gets the inside of Sheldon. He gets it pretty good. And with the help of Allmendinger, and there is nothing you can do unless you can try as Sheldon Creed is trying here. But that isn't enough. Austin Hill wins stage number 2. Sheldon Creed is going to be finishing in second place. I mean, you still got second place. It doesn't mean game over. But now we're getting into the main final stage 3 of this amazing race. And we are underway. So Austin Hill leading them along with Ty Gibbs and Brendan Brown, Riley Herbst, and Jeffrey Earnhardt. So that is pretty good lineup that we have seen for the restart. So with 76 laps to go, Ty Gibbs, the son of Joe Gibbs, has made his way to the lead as the caution comes out for Brandon Brown spinning in the apron in turn 4. That is pretty usual to see. I mean, that is pretty usual to see. And we see also some damage on the 7 of Justin Allgaier. So I think what might happen, we're gonna see a little bit of things. So we're gonna get some flex tape. We're gonna get some flex and just cheese it over there like it's butter. There it is. They're getting now the tape over here. Just didn't get a replay of that. So now Ty Gibbs leading them to the line in his Toyota Supra. And Riley Herbst in the 98 trying to get him. Can he get to his inside? There it is. So Riley Herbst getting the inside of Ty Gibbs, and he puts him in the wall. He puts him in the wall. That is so horrible. And there is the continuation of Ty Gibbs versus everyone else in the field. He is going to lose a lot of time. He has cut it a tire. He has tire smoke. Into the wall he goes. Oh no. I mean, to be fair, that does happen for talented drivers that get rushed up to the big three leagues of NASCAR way too early. And oh boy, we see Austin Hill pretty good move on Ryan Truex. That was a pretty amazing move. Look at now. Look at him now. That 21 car seems unbeatable. And we see one car that is the number one. Into the wall he goes. Oh, that is serious damage for the number one car of Sam Meyer. Oh my goodness. I mean, now that Michael and Ed isn't here anymore, Sam Meyer has done a pretty horrendous job in the number one car, and that is a lot of damage. So here it is what happened. He just banged up into one of the competitors. I think that was like Deseniate, I think. Couldn't see. But yeah, that was pretty weird to see and a pretty spontaneous caution because there is Sheldon Creed trying to challenge Austin Hill to the inside to get the lead with now 48 laps to go on the clock. So right now, into turns 1 and 2, a pretty good head start. So we jump into the final lap. Austin Hill appears to have no challenge as he wheezes himself to a victory at Atlanta Motor Speedway. So there it is, a pretty good celebration for Mr. Austin Hill. And Austin Hill has done a pretty good job with that 21 car. And I do have to say, I do appreciate him doing a pretty amazing job with that car. And oh my God, here I go. We are back. Delicious. Had to take the Kepra. I'm taking Kepra because of my problems, my deals with seizures. I mean, the last one I had was on January 30th. I guess that was some karma from because of me exposing Jason Jacoby. So here is Austin Hill finished first, Josh Berry in second. A pretty good run for Josh Berry in that number 8 car. Ryan Truex in third, amazing run for him. Tyler Reddick in fourth, so that is a great run. Daniel Hemrick in the top 5, and that was Noah Gregson, Justin Allgaier, Landon Castle, Riley Herbst, and AJ Allmendinger rounding the top 10. And we see some of the other drivers that didn't make it. So Sage Karam and Matt Mills had to abandon because of engine issues. Of course, JJ Ailey had to abandon because of the fuel pump not working very good. Ty Gibbs, Sandmeyer, Brandon Brown, I feel pretty sorry for you, had to abandon because of accidents, while everyone else finished running. So I do have to say, it was a pretty good show because of this new package. I mean, sure, it's not pretty good. It's not perfect because it has only been the second time that we visited Atlanta, and we're gonna get to that in the Cup Series right now. So now we're heading into the Cup Series, the main show, the Quaker State 400 at Atlanta. So what we're going to do is we're going to see the highlights and we're going to see what happened to lead to that awesome finish that I'm not going to spoil. I know you have seen some spoilers of it, but still, for anyone that hasn't watched it, I'm not going to spoil it. So, of course, Chase Elliott leading them to the line. And here we go. The start of the Quaker State 400 in the brand new Atlanta Super Speedway. Of course, I'm still not used to NASCAR being on USA Network because of some reasons, and I don't know why they had to end NBCSN. I think it was probably because of putting more emphasis on sports being on Peacock, but still not going to question it. Oh, look at that speed that Chastain has. And the thing with Chastain, there it is, Kyle Larson just backing up. So Kyle Larson decided to brake check everyone entering turn 3, and that is what sent everyone apart. I mean, I cannot believe this. So, anyways, so there it is. Chase trying to do. Oh, that wasn't Chastain. That was Blaney. So, anyways, there is the final lap. A pretty good shove that Alex Bowman gives Chase Elliott to be stage 1 victor for the moment. But not for now. We're just entering turn 2. We're just entering the backstretch and into turn 3 now. So there's no time to celebrate as the number 12 of Ryan Blaney trying to get the spot. Alex Bowman has none of it. Ross Chastain right behind him, but it's not enough to challenge the 2020 champion Chase Elliott. Alex Bowman second. Now jumping into stage 2. So we all know the story of Ross Chastain and his turn Truex. Oh, we have a humongous pileup. Kyle Larson, Martin Truex. Oh my goodness, no! Oh my Jesus Christ! That was the Austin Dillon, Joey Logano, Kyle Larson, who brake checked everyone in turn 1. So we're gonna see what happened here. So Chastain trying to get away from Truex. Oh my goodness. And there was nowhere to go for everyone. He was just blocking the track for everyone. Thank God they braked. I mean, sure, this is not compared to anything like Daytona or Talladega, considering that they take speeds over 200 miles per hour. Look at that height, that airborne height that got Logano. So Kyle Busch also had some damage. There it is. He was trying to get maybe to the outside, and then he bumps Truex in the way that you aren't supposed to bump someone at these types of tracks. And Joey Logano got some air. Got some good air. And of course, Kyle Busch had nowhere to go. You see 17 of Chris Buescher already dealing with a very bad year. So what happened here is that he cut a tire and it went boom into the wall. There it goes. I think the tragedy here is that there's been a lot of problems with a bunch of with a bunch of RFK, and there was another caution as we see the 14 of Chase Briscoe around, keeps it away from the wall. That is good. Not only happens with 24 laps to go. So now we move with 2 laps to go into stage 2. Chase Elliott leading everyone. That is Tyler Reddick and Brad Keselowski. So Brad Keselowski finally trying to get up to his feet. He's trying to get second, but now he has to worry for third from his ex-teammate. And there goes Bowman into the wall in turn 4. Caution is out. And of course, Chase Elliott won stage number 2. So there it is. That was Alex Bowman just spinning. And it only happened with 1 lap to go. And we see the huge pileup. William Byron in it. And we see a huge number of cars involved in that crash. I mean, none of them seem to be that seriously damaged. Bubba Wallace involved. Feel bad for Brad Keselowski. He was just getting up to his feet at the end of stage 2. Tyler Reddick, that's some major damage. William Byron also was involved. I don't think William Byron had that much damage. There's C. Not having that much damage, but that wheel looks pretty loose. So yeah, there's no way that thing is gonna go through. So maybe what happened? That pink car. Probably it is. It was one of the Rick Ware cars that got loose. So you see it over here. Ty Dillon is gonna bump into him. There it is. He bumps into him, gets involved, gets Tyler Reddick and William Byron. John Hunter has nowhere to go in that 38 car. Holy crap. I mean, that is, to be fair, a lot of time. Oh, sorry, Todd Gillen was in that 38 car. Sorry, and we're just getting into some ads. Why are we getting ads? Oh, there it is. We just skip right through. There's some real time the replay. You do have to wonder why that happened. And we have another caution yet again. That was from Kyle Busch. Oh, that car looks so bad. I mean, to be fair, he's had pretty bad luck after the announcement of Eminem Mars leaving. So he was clocked up between Landon Castle in the 77 and also in between the 51 of Cody Ware. So, yeah, Kyle Busch, I mean, sorry, but not sorry. Yeah, if I'm not going to be biased or anything, but yeah, Kyle Busch is just extremely horrible. He's extremely aggressive. I don't know why he's still in this sport. But hey, he has 2 championships, so you're giving that. And here is Cody. So 15 laps to go in the race. So far, nothing seems to be out of the ordinary aside from Martrix giving a pretty good lead on Corey LaJoie. And there it is. Oh my goodness. Denny Hamlin spins around, 15 laps to go, and the caution is out now with 14. Oh, this was as chaotic. Just as chaotic as the first race. Oh, he got turned by Chastain. Again, Chastain just being pretty weird today. I don't think that was Hamlin. Yeah, it is Hamlin. Yeah. So now we are getting with 4 to go, 3 to go. The restart looks pretty juicy. So there it is. Corey LaJoie trying to get his feedback over here, trying to get his first curve when he was pretty close at last year's race, and he shoved Truex up high, forcing a 3 wide. Chase Elliott, what are you doing? What are you doing, mate? This is dangerous. So yeah, Corey got pretty close of winning last year's Daytona regular season finale, and there it is. Corey trying to go very high, blocking on Chase Elliott. 2 laps to go to the side, Atlanta Super Speedway. And of course, we are seeing another hefty challenge. It is a 43 of Eric Jones. How did he get here? But now Chase Elliott has the lead after a pretty good advantage on the outside. So the Cup Series can do runs from turn 2 and from turn 4 in the outside line. Of course, we see a lot of people, Austin Cindric, trying to get his nose up into the top 5. So now the white flag is coming on. And there it is. Final lap here at Atlanta, which looks kind of like Kentucky, and he shoves it. He has done it. Oh my goodness. There goes Corey again. He has the Tyler Reddick curse now. Caution is out, and because Chase Elliott was in front of Ross Chastain at the moment of caution, he got the race victory. Oh my goodness. So there it is. The caution and the checkers are waving at the start-finish line as Chase Elliott gets the win in Atlanta's one of his first hometown victories for the kid from Dawsonville, Georgia. Every Chase Elliott fan is happy and cheering, but to be fair, I really preferred Corey to win. That was so embarrassing. Oh my goodness. Anyways, oh my gosh. Nothing to be worried about in any way, shape, or form. That is Corey LaJoie. That car, as much as it is an energy drink car, it is the steroid. I mean, he barely got the thing into pit road. But oh my goodness, that was a crazy finish. So we're gonna see that again. So there it is. Eric Jones trying to get the shove up to Corey. Then Chase goes up high. Of course, Corey goes into the wall, starts spinning. Oh, and he gets clobbered. Oh my god. And there was some fire. Oh, just a little bit. So here we're gonna see it again. So Chase Elliott clearly sends Corey up high, clips the 12 of Ryan Blaney, and they get Ghost up high, nowhere to go for Kurt Busch, and of course Cole Custer just had to spin at the very end. So Chase Elliott, not a pretty good victory for you, my man, but you do deserve the credit for the win here in Atlanta. And that pretty much concludes the three highlights of today. So that has been what's been happening with that. Ross Chastain in second, Austin Cindric in third, then Eric Jones and Ryan Blaney in the top five. Daniel Suarez, pretty good run for Daniel Suarez. Justin Haley, Aric Almirola, Cole Custer, and Harrison Burton get in the top 10. So we're going to see the drivers that retired. So Austin Dillon and BJ McLeod retired because of accidents. Retiring from suspension affected the 16 of Noah Gragson. Chris Buescher suffered the accident. The DVP failed for Alex Bowman. The engine blew up on Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Then, of course, in that multi-wreck, Will Byron, Tyler Reddick, Tyler because of the DVP. Joey Logano got eliminated in that one. And, of course, Kurt Busch didn't get to finish because of what happened in the accident. I cannot believe it. So, yeah, Kurt Busch didn't cross the finish line. That is so unfortunate for him. I mean, my goodness. So now that we've moved through that, we are actually going to check out the standings for all three series. We're going to start with the truck series. So what happened here is that Parker Kligerman is now leading the point chart. So we're going to see the standings over here. So here is the standings for all series. I just messed up a bit. So Zane Smith still continues his destroying balance in the truck series, leading over 70 points from Ben Rhodes. We see John Hunter Nemechek, Chandler Smith, Stuart Friesen, and Parker Kligerman in the top 10 to get into the chase. So there it is. Ty Majeski, also Corey Haim, Carson Hocevar, and Christian Eckes, who round up the playoff grid. So, of course, the many stage wins goes to Ben Rhodes. The most wins in this season go to Zane Smith, as he's on a pretty good time, and he's getting catched up by Corey Haim, who only has two victories in this series, although he has made 8 starts in the whole 2022 season. Now, of course, we want to go into some of the other things. So right now, Christian Eckes is inside, which kicks out Matt Crafton and Grant Enfinger from getting inside the playoffs currently. But this is not the game over yet. We still have a lot of things to go on in the truck series schedule. So, yeah, we still have a long ways to go before the playoffs start, and we see things getting cooked up. So, now that is happening, let's take a look at the Xfinity point standings after just a couple of races. So, leading the chart is Ty Gibbs with the most wins out of any driver in this chart with 4, and he's leading over 20. Oh no, that is actually wrong, because actually AJ Allmendinger is the one who is leading the actual points. That is because of the playoff rank. So only 17 starts for Allmendinger, as we are getting closer and closer to that gap between the playoffs and the end of the regular season. So in the playoff rank, we see Ty Gibbs, AJ Allmendinger, Justin Allgaier, Noah Gragson, Josh Berry, Austin Hill, Brandon Jones, Sam Meyer, Daniel Hemrick, Riley Herbst, Landon Castle, and Ryan Sieg. So, of course, Landon Castle, even though he's 12th in the overall standings, he is projected to start over 80 points ahead of the cut line if he indeed makes the playoffs. And of course, we do have some guys that are trying to get in, which are Anthony Alfredo, Sheldon Creed, and Brandon Brown, who has done a pretty stellar job during this Xfinity Series season. And now we're getting into the most interesting ones of all. So in the regular season standings, Chase Elliott is leading over 47 points of Ryan Blaney. Ross Chastain is in third, Kyle Larson fourth, and in fifth is Kyle Busch. Now, if we take a look at the playoff ranking, Chase Elliott has 3 wins this season. Ross Chastain 2 wins, so he's tied with Joey Logano, William Byron, Denny Hamlin. And of course, we have a lot of guys with that have only been one-time winners this season, which are Kyle Larson, Kyle Busch, Alex Bowman, Tyler Reddick, Kurt Busch, Chase Briscoe, Daniel Suarez, and Austin Cindric. The only one who is in the playoff spot in 8th place, but without any victories. And I would say 2 guys, no 3 guys, because there's 3 guys indeed that don't have any victories, but they still have a lot of promise. So there is Ryan Blaney, Warren Truex Jr., and Christopher Bell, who are with no victories. So that could spice things up. And we see some big names, some of those big names out of here, out of the playoff rankings. We see Kevin Harvick, even though he is still inside, that is not enough. If we actually go to the playoff ranking, he is 17th. So if we want to see Kevin Harvick into the playoffs again, because in the overall standings, he is in 11th place, he has to work hard. The best thing for him is just a must-win scenario. But anyways, that is all going to be wrapping up for today's first edition of What's Up with NASCAR. Hope you all very much enjoyed it as much as I did streaming it. This is Angel Disroda. You made it to my next video, and also go into the description to check out the Fanta Cup Series, George Dolphin, and Black Flags Matter, aka Darren Gilliam. See you later, guys. You made it to my next video.